darker sides of our human nature, and it brings up feelings of guilt and shame. And one of the big potential sources of guilt and shame in the Leela house, I don't know if you can agree with me, and it might not be what you're thinking. The signs. We're talking about the signs. If it's yellow, let it mellow. But if it's brown, flush it down. Now, if I were to ask everybody here about the second part, if it's brown, flush it down. Is it fairly safe to say, does anybody just kind of, no, I'll just leave it there. I think we're a community and we care for each other and we love each other very much. But the first part, because that for me has been a bit of a conundrum. If it's yellow, let it mellow. It goes against, I don't know, a lot of my conditioning. I'm here to change and to grow and to develop and be a nicer person. But it does give me a bit of a dilemma. Because sometimes piss can get quite vile.
Yes.
So, a show of hands, if you've ever urinated in any of these toilets, if you don't put your hand up, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but if you were to put your hand up where you flushed the toilet when there's been a wee in there. Come on, let's see a show of hands. Yeah. Deanne and Hanukkah, really? I don't know why, just in my mind, that was, God told me to do it. That's why I went to YouTube. But it's a bit of a thing, isn't it? Because there is a pee-only toilet. So people follow that, it's the letter of the law. This is why I like people that think for themselves. Because eventually, you'd get some horrible, crusty piss monster forming. Literally, if it wasn't done for such a long time. Can you imagine what might happen? It might morph into some kind of sort of strange creature which kind of walks around the corridors late at night, stalking volunteers that are not sleeping very well, because this can be a very challenging place to live. So just bear that in mind. If you have any dreams tonight about being chased by a 30-foot tall monster made out of stale community piss, that's not my fault. We're all here to learn personal responsibility. Okay, enough of me. Our next act is a very talented man. I've seen him performing already today. And he came for the gardening week, but I think someone must have stolen his car keys. He's still here. I don't know what to do about these people that hang around after gardening week. But without further ado, I'd like you to introduce you to the wonderful Tom.